I have here is my 1994 Chevy Camaro lt1. I had an issue with the back brakes where my rear caliper on the driver's side was grinding into my rear caliper, or my rear rotor. So I replaced the rotors with new rotors. I went ahead and took out the slider pins in the calipers because they were failed. The outside of the caliper was squeezing in and stuck. So I was getting that grind effect. So after that, I proceeded to bleed the brakes. Your procedure is usually right rear, right left, or rear left, front right, and then front left. Well, the backs weren't working, so I decided to do the fronts. The fronts worked just fine. No problem whatsoever. Now, I did find out that I searched very many forums. This is why I'm making the video. Nobody had a video on how to do this. You have your ABS unit right here behind the fuel lines in this gigantic ass air filter that I have. And what will happen over time is there is 3 gears in the bottom. They look like wheel gears. The center gear will loosen itself. So if you have this problem where your brake lines won't bleed, such in my case, my lines were completely dry. This is the rear line right here. This one that goes into here. Poor video quality, I know. I'm using my phone. So if you take this out and it's dry, pretty much suspect that you have the problem, the problem that I have. So you proceed to take off your clips. You know, be careful with them. Everybody says they're brittle. Yes, they are. And I kind of staged them around so I could figure out where they went back. Disconnect your brake lines here and here, and the 3 that are here. There's a bolt down in the bottom that you can't see because this, again, big-ass air filter. It's 1 bolt, the whole unit, and then there's also a connector clip down here for the whole ABS module, which you can see right there. Take that all off. The whole unit slides out, and then you flip it upside down, and you need a kind of a star key, I guess I would call it. I'm not real familiar with them because it's kind of new technology for me. They look like this. Now, I'm sure you could use, an Allen wrench, which really wouldn't be too bad either, but most people don't have a full set of Allen wrenches. So I went ahead and opened it up. Sure enough, it was loose. So I tightened it up, put it all back together. I ran out of brake fluid doing it, so I have brake fluid on the way. But the brakes are bleeding now. So if you have this problem, this video will help.